Our top story today from thegatewaypundit.com. Yes, there will be. Senator Rick Scott claps back after reporter alleges Mitch McConnell will not allow Trump recess appointments. We're covering this story and so much more here on the Gateway Pundit's Week in Review. My name's Elijah Schaffer, and this is the Gateway Pundit's Week in Review, where we cover the top 5 stories of the last 24 hours. Our first story today from Jim Hoff reports Senator Rick Scott is clapping back after a reporter alleged Mitch McConnell is trying to stop the MAGA agenda. Listen to this. Senator Rick Scott has assured the conservative base that, contrary to reports suggesting otherwise from outgoing Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, recess appointments are still very much on the table. According to a now deleted tweet by Jane Mayer of The New Yorker, McConnell was quoted at a Washington gathering on Sunday as saying, "There will be no recess appointments." Here's what she said directly on X. The tweet was later deleted for unclear reasons, and Mayer has neither retracted nor issued clarification following its removal. Eric Daughtry said, "Alert, McConnell, something sketchy is going on." This news of McConnell telling Trump no recess appointments has been deleted by the DC-based New Yorker reporter. After a sitting U.S. Senator, base Mike Lee, and basically the entirety of X got wind of the news. That's crazy. I mean, look at this. Mike Lee even responded here and said, where is this? He brought this up and was like, McConnell is no longer the Senate GOP leader. So they're trying to already throw it off because McConnell is, with already trying to push through who's going to be the new Senate Majority Leader. He's trying to stonewall MAGA as his last, FU move to Donald Trump. And Eric Daughtry also said, by the way, this person is not stupid and knows a total forest fire was lit on X over the news she reported. Not issuing an immediate clarification or retraction signifies there was no error. Someone just didn't like the news being reported. Odds are it's a private event and more. Senate Republicans who recently chose Rhino Senator John Thune to succeed McConnell upon his retirement signaled a shift in approach, suggesting that all avenues, including recess appointments, are under consideration. Now, during a press conference on Wednesday, when pressed about the possibility of bypassing the traditional confirmation process for Trump's nominees, Thune stated that we will look at and explore all options to make sure they get moved quickly. In an X post, Thune added that we must act quickly and decisively to get the president's nominees in place as soon as possible, and all options are on the table to make that happen, including recess appointments. We cannot let Schumer and Senate Dems block the will of the American people. Meanwhile, Senator Rick Scott, an outspoken conservative and a key contender for the role of Senate Majority Leader, didn't hold back. In response to Mayer's since deleted tweet, Scott pushed back, stating unequivocally, yes, there will be recess appointments. Yes, there will be. McConnell is retiring, and he bought a new shell, and he's going to be retiring into the pond between 3rd Street and Main Boulevard. It's kind of weird to go all the way from the Senate to a park watering hole, but that's what turtles do, right? Anyway, the far-left media was quick to pounce on the growing tension within the Republican Party. Far-left Raw Story reported that McConnell's alleged statement has fueled speculation about a brewing standoff between Senate Republicans and Trump's team. After McConnell reportedly said there will be no recess appointments, social media was overtaken by talk of the upcoming standoff. Former federal prosecutor Harry Litman said lines are drawn. It would be sad as well as disgraceful if the Senate caved on this, he added. And the stakes go beyond the political and even the constitutional. It's an inordinate and unnecessary national security risk. HuffPost reporter Yashir Ali said McConnell will not be a Senate Republican leader soon, but he may be saying this based on conversations with his colleagues. The idea that the U.S. Senate will give up its authority on the matter will be a flip of switch is foolish, Ali said. They're not going to stop using pro forma. As the Gateway Pundit reported, the U.S. Constitution allows the president to make temporary appointments during Senate recesses to fill positions that require Senate approval. For a recess appointment to be possible, Congress must be in recess for at least 10 days. The House can influence the recess appointment process. The House Speaker may propose a concurrent resolution for both chambers to adjourn, effectively facilitating the conditions needed for a recess appointment. Now, that being said, it is remarkable, when you think about it, that we are all trying to be our best. And I don't know about you, but if you love staying in shape and taking care of your health, Bioptimizer's Black Friday deal is here with a free gift for the entire month of November. It's their biggest sale of the year, and I have an exclusive invite just for you. If stress or poor sleep is affecting you, there's one key nutrient that can help. It's called Magnesium Breakthrough. This all-in-one supplement contains all 7 forms of magnesium to support better sleep, stress management, hormone balance, mood, and more, all in one bottle. Throughout November, enjoy huge discounts and up to $100 in free gifts with your purchase using my unique link. Stock up now and visit bioptimizers.com/gatewaypundit and use code GatewayPundit to get your exclusive deals today. Remember, Bioptimizers guarantees their products with a 1-year refund policy, so there's no risk. Don't miss out. Head to bioptimizers.com/gatewaypundit, bioptimizers.com/GatewayPundit. That's bioptimizers.com/gatewaypundit today. Don't miss out. Now, that being said, Dr. Ben Carson responds to rumors that Trump will nominate him for Surgeon General, Anthony Scott reports. In recent weeks, rumors have swirled that President Trump may nominate former Housing and Urban Development Secretary Dr. Ben Carson for the role of Surgeon General. On Sunday morning, Dr. Carson laid those rumors to rest. In a post on X, Dr. Carson wrote, "I'm excited to speak with the president about how I will continue to advance the America First agenda, and I am meeting with him in the near future," Carson added. However, contrary to reports, I will not be serving as a Surgeon General. Here's what he said directly. Ben and Candy Carson put that on X. Now, that being said, Ben Carson broke his silence around rumors of him joining the second Trump administration as the U.S. Surgeon General on Sunday, but noted that he plans to speak with President-elect Donald Trump soon. Carson, who served as a Secretary of Housing and Urban Development from 2017 to 2021 during the first Trump administration, dispelled the false reports in an X post on Sunday. Now, goes on to say that despite ruling out that he will not serve as a Surgeon General, Dr. Carson may again find himself back in the Trump administration as HUD Secretary. Newsweek reported that Polymarket currently has Carson leading all other possible HUD Secretary picks with 26%. Throughout Trump's 2024 presidential run, Dr. Carson campaigned on Trump's behalf in several key swing states, including his former state of Michigan. Here's what he said. Ben Carson in Detroit, Michigan, talking about Trump, etc. "I don't worry about people trying to cancel me as long as God doesn't cancel me." Check out this clip we have of Dr. Ben Carson talking to the American people, being classy as ever, speaking his mind. Watch.
Get into a herd mentality and they don't want to say anything because someone might call them a nasty name and try to cancel them. But I gotta tell you, I don't worry about people trying to cancel me as long as God doesn't cancel me. The second misperception that people have is that Trump is a nasty man, is a racist, is all kind of things that they try to demonize him with. And I can tell you, having gotten to know him very well in the last decade or so, it's not true. The first time I met him was in Mar-a-Lago. It was before either of us got into the political arena. And I was talking to him, and someone came up to him and said, Mr. Trump, Rod Stewart just came in. And he said, I don't care, this is Ben Carson. But you see his interactions with the employees, with the people who wash the dishes, with the people who park the cars. He knows their names. He does things for them. They love him. Same thing in Trump's house. I've seen him when they're out and there are no cameras around, and the way that he interacts with average people. He's not like a typical politician. He actually cares about people. And I think people are starting to see that. But what I am most thrilled about is that the American people are showing that they have intellectual firepower. Because what the left depends on is people not thinking for themselves.
And that's the key. Ben Carson explains, look, the left is well-intentioned people. I think so. A lot of them just want to be compassionate and loving, and they care about their neighbor, but they're not using their brain because it's sort of like, it's not, they think they're like Robin Hood. Well, we're stealing from the rich to give to the poor, not realizing that those rich people run the Democrat Party and they hate Americans, and the Republicans are actually trying to save the country. I should take that back. Republicans are not trying to, but MAGA is, right? America First agenda is trying to save this nation. And it just makes me sad that people don't understand what's really going on. Now, that being said, while Mexican leader was congratulating Trump, what President-elect did during the call may explain his entire strategy. Check out this development in regards to our relationship with Mexico and the first Jewish president. They currently serves on the throne of their nation. Now, as the dust settles from election night upheavals, A phone call between President-elect Donald Trump and Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum stands out as a telling hint about how our southern neighbor might be dealt with over the next 4 years. Isn't that crazy, though? Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, Mexico doesn't have a Mexican president. It's like, it just like imagine if a Mexican became the president of Israel. Like, that's right. It's like Enrique Rivera is the president of Israel. You'd be like, that doesn't seem right. Something's off about that, especially the amount of people that were killed during her campaign. So the amount of opponents that died. You should look into that. Something stands out, telling hint about how our southern neighbor might be dealt with. Sheinbaum was among the first world leaders to congratulate Trump in the days following the election. On the surface, it appeared to be a normal call, but further revelations about the president-elect's November 7th conversation with the Mexican leader appear to hold a serious weight. We had a very cordial call with President-elect Donald Trump, in which we talked about the good relationship that there will be between Mexico and the United States, Sheinbaum wrote in a Spanish language post on X. You can see her there, just leaning in over and rather Sheinbaum-ish. She looks like she doesn't look Hispanic. I don't know. That's just weird to me. That's a strange thing. But it just seems weird. Sheinbaum's call may not have been cordial as she claimed, however, as November 11th report from the Associated Press detailed, the conversation's critical turning point. During the call, Sheinbaum said that Trump first brought up the border and highlighted the ongoing issues there. Trump's position on border security and his plan to address the unaccounted millions of people illegally in the United States of America was made abundantly clear in the appointment of Tom Homan as his future border czar. Homan was the acting director of Immigration and Customs Enforcement in the first Trump administration, and he plans to get right back to work on the border. I've been on this network for 4 years complaining about what this Biden administration did to the border, Homan told Fox and Friends on Monday. I've been yelling and screaming about it and telling them what they need to do to fix it. So when the president asked me, would you come back to fix it? Of course. I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't. I'm honored that the president asked me to come back and help solve this national security crisis, so I'm looking forward to it. The Trump's second comment to Sheinbaum hints that it's not just veteran border officers the Mexican president needs to worry about. After talking on the border, the president-elect asked Sheinbaum to send his greetings to Andrés Manuel López Obrador, the former president of Mexico. According to AP, Obrador is a mentor to Sheinbaum, who was elected to her first term in August. Trump's greeting to him could mean that he sees Obrador as the real power in Mexico. Obrador and Trump have a good relationship despite major political differences, and as late as July, then President Obrador called then candidate Trump a man of intelligence and vision. It's likely Trump wouldn't want to ignore a long-standing relationship, even if it means snubbing a foreign president to further American interests. By all appearances, Sheinbaum has been put on notice by the incoming Trump administration. This article originally appeared in the Wall Street Journal. Now, interestingly enough, it turns out that as we dive into the story, I just want to let you know that we teamed up with Gundry MD to uncover a pantry staple that has more than just a cooking ingredient. It's olive oil, and it's one of the healthiest foods on earth. Dr. Stephen Gundry, a leading cardiothoracic surgeon and nutrition guru, advocates for olive oil not just for your kitchen, but for your beauty and health regimen too. He suggests using high-quality olive oil daily, whether you're taking a shot or keeping it in your medicine cabinet. But here's the twist. Not all olive oils are equal. With so many brands out there, how do you know which one truly benefits your health? Dr. Gundry has researched this extensively, and his findings have gone viral. He's there to guide you through the maze of olive oil choices. Watch his eye-opening video at getolive1.com/pundit. The link is in our description and on the screen. That's GETOLIVE, then the number 1.com/PUNDIT. That's getolive1.com/pundit. See how the right olive oil can transform your health and beauty routine. Don't miss out on this life-changing information. Now, additionally, it turns out there's more evidence of a dirty leaker inside Trump transition team with a vendetta against Pete Hegseth. Last Thursday, the Gateway Pundit's Christina Lila wrote that the latest attack on Pete Hegseth, the honorable veteran and Fox and Friends weekend host, and proud Zionist leader being put on display for the world right now. Now, he was chosen to lead the Department of Defense under the new Trump administration, and since his nomination by President Trump, Hegseth has been the victim of several bogus and presumptive claims to derail his nomination. On Thursday, Vanity Fair published a hit piece on Pete and alleged that he had an affair with a woman back in 2017 in Monterey, California. Now, citing two sources, Vanity Fair reported that Trump's newly appointed chief of staff, Susie Wiles, was briefed about a sexual misconduct allegation involving Pete Hegseth. Donald Trump's transition team scrambled Thursday after Trump's incoming chief of staff, Susie Wiles, was presented with an allegation that former Fox and Friends co-host Pete Hegseth Trump's nominee to the defense secretary had engaged in sexual misconduct, according to two sources. Wiles was briefed Wednesday night about an allegation that Hegseth had acted inappropriately with a woman. One of the sources said the alleged incident took place in Monterey, California in 2017. Now, Vanity Fair then cited a transition source when describing a Thursday meeting Pete Hegseth had with Trump's lawyer and Susie Wiles to discuss the misconduct. Now, according to the transition source, the allegation is serious enough that Wiles and Trump's lawyer spoke to Hegseth about it on Thursday. A source with knowledge of the meeting said that Hegseth said the allegation stemmed from a consensual encounter and characterized the episode as he said, she said, Vanity Fair reported. Now, Pete Hegseth's attorney, Timothy Parlatore, told Vanity Fair the allegation was already investigated by the Monterey Police Department and they found no evidence in it. Now, it turns out that it is interesting because it is clear that obviously someone hates Pete Hegseth. Now, fast forward to Sunday night, a new leak from the Trump transition team made its way to Washington Post, one of the most toxic anti-Trump news outlets in the country. This time, the leaker told MSNBC and the Washington Post that Pete had paid the accuser in 2023, but maintained his innocence. Kyle Griffin, the producer of The Weekend at MSNBC, posted this on X on Sunday evening. NBC News confirms Pete Hegseth paid a woman an undisclosed amount after she accused him of sexual assault. Hegseth attorneys say Hegseth paid a woman in 2023, but maintains the woman lied. So apparently the allegation is that he paid her off to avoid going to civil court because I think she was married, and then her husband found out, and so she claims that like he assaulted her. That's what I'm getting at. And I guess that's like pretty common. I was looking it up that people, when they're married, then they like will, claim it was like non-consensual. And so then she was going to take him to court over it. And so then he ended up paying her to avoid going to court to leave the family alone. And then she just took the money. That's what I heard, right? I was there. I saw it all. He's an innocent man. No, and that's the rest of the story. It's quite a long story, but that's pretty much what it says and what I'm reading are the trends in that sort of stuff. Now, that being said, just a little fun news. President Trump's signature dance takes over the NFL. We have a lot of videos here on the article. I just want to play one that I thought was interesting at the UFC Championship. Check this out.
He did the Trump dance.
The culture is back, baby. We are so back. Why don't you do yourself a little Trump dance as well and grab those little fists and go down and drop a comment. Leave a like on this video and don't forget to sign up for our mug club. Guys, I was telling you guys this. I finally got one. The mug is extremely high quality. And if you join, it supports the show, it supports the network, and this is like etched on. It's like 3D, right? So this is like part of the mug. It's not like screen printed. This is really nice. We should take note. This was slightly offensive if we do mugs to like properly make them nice. I hate cheap mugs. I hate them. You can join that there anyway. Have a great rest of the week as always, and may God bless the United States of America. I'm signing out.